Hello! Okay, I'm a little bit late with this, but I really want to talk about it. It's one of my most anticipated movies of the year, and that is Prey, the fifth Predator movie. It's going to be released on August the 5th. Unfortunately, it's only going to be released on streaming. I'm a little bit gutted by that. Actually, I'm really gutted by that. I would love to see this in the cinema. But yeah, it's going to be on Hulu in America, and over here it will be Disney Plus, and I would assume Star, or just it'll be on Disney Plus over here in the UK anyway. So yes, and what I mean by late, I mean they released a teaser trailer a couple of weeks ago, and I've been really wanting to share my opinions of this movie, how I feel, what I've heard about it so far, what I'm looking forward to, and what I think of the teaser. And I really wanted to talk about it. So yeah, here we are. So a little bit of background really on where I'm at with the Predator movies, and that is I'm a massive fan of these films. I absolutely love the first two films, yes, even Predator 2. I'm a massive fan of that second movie, and ever since that second movie, where you've got the elder Predator at the end in the ship and he hands over the flintlock to Mike Harrigan, played by Danny Glover, I've always wanted to see a Predator movie go back into the past, and I think a lot of that originated for me on what made that first movie just so great. And everything about that first movie is amazing. I would call it a masterpiece. In sort of the genre in which it's based, I consider it a masterpiece. The way it's directed, shot, the tension that's created, the suspense. And I just liked how eventually, as that film sort of escalates, that first movie, you've just got Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's got no real weapons, and it's just him against the Predator, this alien. And he has to use the jungle basically to try and defeat him because he's up against the odds. And I really liked that. And I just felt like by going back into the past, like Native Americans, where you've just got the bow and arrow and sort of there's other weapons, but nothing like machine guns and anything futuristic or anything like that. Something that I feel like would sort of really add to the stakes, the high stakes, the risk to the characters. Like, you've got this big sort of superhero in Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he gets beaten to shit in this movie. And, you do probably get to a point where it's like, actually, is he going to win? Is he going to defeat this alien? And I really like that. And I thought they could do a lot more with that, with movies that sort of go back into the past. And cause I felt like that would really sort of raise the stakes. And that sort of idea really appealed to me. And then when they announced that they were going to do a Predator movie based during sort of the Native Americans, I think it's set in the world of the Comanche Nation in 1719. And a lot of people have speculated, is this going to be the moment, this movie, will we see the moment in which the Predator that we see in the second movie gets the flintlock and all of that? But yeah, I'm just really looking forward to this, because more than anything, I feel like it's going to really go back to what made that original movie work. And it's the suspense, the tension. You're going to get that already, and I've already seen. I'm sort of going to play the teaser trailer in a moment, and you kind of get a hint of that in the teaser trailer, where there's a moment with the bow and the arrow, and for me, that really sort of brought me back to that original movie. And I was like, yes, we're getting what I felt like really made the Predator movie special. So yeah, enough rambling for me. Let's just quickly play this teaser. It's a very quick teaser. I think it's something like 40 seconds. This gets me excited as well, that we've got the director of 10 Cloverfield Lane. So it's this moment by year that I'm on about, that for me really sort of brings me back to that original Predator movie with the bow and arrow. And I love this quick shot by her. Beautiful, beautiful. I think it does, and that's it. And that's all I really wanted to talk about. Is that very sort of quick 40-second teaser trailer. It does exactly what it says on the tin. It's a teaser. Doesn't show too much, and I think for me, it sort of puts me at ease. Oh, I can't think of the word I'm thinking, because with The Predator, Shane Black's The Predator, that is a movie that I was really looking forward to, mainly because you had Shane Black returning to the franchise, and he was writing and directing it, and that was for me a massive letdown. I leave a link to the review for that somewhere. So yeah, that was a massive letdown to me. So this, for me, this teaser really sort of puts my mind at rest a little, you know. But this is one of my most anticipated movies of the year, and for me this teaser really sort of does what sort of shows a glimpse of what I'm hoping this movie will be, and that is really go back to that suspense and tension and mystery as well. The mystery of the Predator, and what is it, where is it, and all of that. I'm really looking forward to it. So it's Dan Trachtenberg, I think that's how you pronounce his surname. He's the director. He directed 10 Cloverfield Lane. I've only ever seen that once, but I remember really enjoying it, and I remember it had a lot of suspense and tension, and it was a very well made movie. I really liked it. In fact, I've got a review up for that, I think, on my channel. So that alone got me really excited, but I've kind of learned from getting too excited in the past, because obviously, you know, with Shane Black and what happened there with that. And what I also liked about the first movie was you could have sort of marketed that first film, Predator, with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's just a military movie where Arnie does his thing. He goes into the jungle, you know, he goes up against some gangs and whatever. And you know, and that's how they could have marketed that movie back then in the 80s. And then the alien would have been like this reveal, this surprise reveal, and I would have loved that, but they obviously didn't go down that route. But I think they could have, and it could have worked. But what I hear now, I'm not sure if this is 100% true, if I made this up or I dreamt it, but I think originally Prey was they were going to do that. That was the route they wanted to take, and that the idea of doing that just would have been amazing. I would have loved it if they'd done that. But then how do you really get people in to see a film that is advertised as one thing and then it turned out to be something completely different? That's the risk. So that would have been a risky move. But I would have always liked to, you know, I think it would have been cool if they'd sort of marketed this as a sort of an Indian sort of a period movie where, you know, you've got this perhaps a coming of age story or something, and they go up against something that they're not aware of, and you know, they go up against some mystery enemy or something, and that's how it could have been marketed. And then as we're watching the movie, it sort of slowly reveals itself to be a Predator film, and that would have just been freaking awesome. And again, adds a lot, you know, back to sort of what I miss from these films, which is the mystery, the suspense, and the tension. And that's it, really. I mean, yeah, I am just really looking forward to this, because I just don't think we've got anything to the quality or standard since that first film, and at the moment it's looking like we might just get it. As I previously said, I really liked Predator 2. I think it's a really enjoyable movie. I don't mind Predators. That's okay. But again, it doesn't quite have the suspense, the mystery, or the tension like that first movie. And as a child, I mean, I was a child watching those Predator movies at a time when I shouldn't have been watching the Predator films, along with Alien. And after that second movie, I always just wanted to see them go back in the past, because for me that would have just been more interesting. When you go up against a Predator, against all the odds, you haven't got the high-tech weaponry, and you've got to use anything and everything around you to try and defeat it. And, you know, you're sort of constantly, even as a viewer, sort of thinking, right, where is it? Is it there? Is it looking at you there? You know, is it there? Is it? And I just loved that about the original movie, and I missed that. And that's what I'm hoping we get with this. I do hope we get a cinema release. I don't know. I mean, I just really do hope we get a cinema release. I wouldn't want to see this for the first time on the TV, but if that's the way it's going to be, that's the way it's going to be. Oh, and I've got to mention this poster by you. Again, I think this poster, you know, it doesn't say an awful lot, but then you've got the Predator in the background and our lead character, I believe. And I just like it. Again, it sort of really gets me sort of, oh, you know, I get that original Predator movie, you know, the vibes from the marketing. So yeah, they are my quick thoughts. At least I think they're my quick thoughts. I don't know how long the video is going to be yet until I edit it. But I just wanted to express my feelings about one of my most anticipated movies of the year. I haven't done it in my anticipated top 10 list of the year, to be honest, but it is one of them. It's probably my top 5, Prey. And again, it's mainly due to the fact we've got this, what I feel is a talented director attached. I like the synopsis. It's, you know, with the fact that we're back in the 1700s, and I feel like it's really going to give us what made people like myself fall in love with that original Predator movie. And we should get a full trailer before it's released in August, and I'll do another video for that. But yeah, they are my thoughts on the teaser for Prey and everything else about it. What do you think? Let me know below and let's get discussion going. And if you would like to see more videos like this from myself and movie reviews, and just see some random Welsh guy ramble on about film, TV and everything geeky, then please hit subscribe. It would mean an awful lot to me, and I'll be seeing you soon.